good evening, good afternoon, guys. How are you guys doing, my returning viewers, my, my diehards, people who are always, on my lives, Mr. KZ, you're many guys, Jane, come, and we start today's video. I'll start a bit late because I know you guys also take some time, to join the lives. But guys, today we are going to talk about how, I'm going to look at salon business, okay? Because remember, in our live videos, usually we are talking about 4 ways of making money. Yes, it's Leonhard. Yes, my brother. How are you? You're welcome. You're welcome. So I'm live right now, and people, I already promised people that I want to be live at exactly 11 p.m. East African time. That is Uganda time, Kenya, Somalia, Tanzania. Hello guys, where are you guys? Come and join the live and we move on. So today I want to talk about dissecting the salon business. Today I want us to look at the salon business, guys. How do you really venture into a salon business? How does the salon business work? So we are going to be dissecting through the salon business, and we see what this book really has to say about the salon business. We are still on our book, 4 Ways of Making Money. 4 Ways of Making Money, and the author of this book, Robert Beck Tumuhaise, a very successful young man in Uganda, is the author of this amazing book. This book holds enough business content. It holds a lot of water regarding business. So, guys, without wasting any time, because for me, as you know, when I start these live videos, I just want to go ahead, and be straight to the video. So I'm going to just start. So when you join the live video, just make sure you hit the like button, and just move along with me. Yes, my brother Leonhard, thank you for joining the live video. I appreciate your presence. May God bless you. So, guys, we are going to dissect through the salon business. Mr. Robert Beck Tumuhaise says, a lady saw an upcoming arcade and thought, a lady saw an upcoming arcade or a building for business which was being built, and she thought it must be a cool idea to have a salon here. Okay, so she thought she can have a salon there. When she saw a building or arcade that was being built, she found the rent at 4.2 million Uganda shillings a month and paid 25.2 million for 6 months. Even before planning what kind of salon she wanted, how many employees she needed, which equipment she would use, and where to find them, plus all the other nitty-gritty of the venture. That is what I always tell you guys, that before you even venture into any kind of business, and these are the mistakes that many of you guys do. You think of a business, you don't have knowledge about it, you don't know how you're going to be doing this business. Just because you got an idea or you thought about something, it doesn't mean that the business is meant for you. It does not mean that you're meant to do that business. So when this lady saw an arcade or a building that was being built, in her mind she thought, okay, I can put a salon business there. And they told her to get a room for rent on that building or on that arcade, she had to pay 4.2 million Uganda shillings monthly. So she decided to pay 25.2 million for 6 months. Even before planning what kind of salon she wanted, because you might want to start a unisex salon, just a gents salon to cut men's hair, or just a ladies salon, but she had no idea of what kind of salon she was going to venture into. Okay, it took her 4 months before actually opening the business. Just imagine. It took her 4 months before even opening the business. But remember, she paid 25.2 million Uganda shillings for 6 months. And after the 4 months have elapsed, she has not even started the business. Okay, she has made losses already. You get it, guys? Now, he says here that it took her 4 months before actually opening the business. But remember, the landlord was counting. She realized she had spent more than half of her capital on rent. And setting up the place, she did not have much more money to buy some equipment and pay staff until the business could pick up. So she ended up borrowing money to top up and start. Now, this young lady, what the biggest mistake that she made was like, she paid money for rent. Money for rent is very expensive. Okay, it was too much actually, because 4.2 million Uganda shillings monthly just for rent. You have to be maybe making at least 8 millions in that business monthly so that you can afford to pay rent. Remember, you're going to be having workers. Okay, salon business, you have to pay electricity bills, water bills, security. So he did not calculate all these before she even thought of starting a salon. Now, my wisdom tells me that she had all along been making mistakes right from paying rent before planning her business, but borrowing at the stage was the worst. She should have stopped investing at the point and counted her loss before even, because remember, she paid rent money. At least after the 4 months before even her starting the salon business, she would have counted that as a loss and maybe just backed up and redrafted back to the drawing board and see where she went wrong so that she can reset and maybe start afresh. But instead, after paying 6 months, 4 months already elapsed, she was not even working. The salon business was not even operating. She has made losses 4 months of rent without working because she lacked the ideas. She had no knowledge, but okay, she knew she wanted to do a salon. Now, Mr. Robert Bage goes ahead and says, I do not have the mouth with which to tell the ending of the story. It was not nice at all. She wound up and remained in debts of over 100 million shillings. Her undoing was lack of knowledge in the field she was daring. Otherwise, saloons are very profitable ventures. Would you recommend to open a salon in Uganda? Yes, my brother Neil, I would recommend to start or to open up a salon business in Uganda because of these things. Salon business, if you start a salon business, you have to be offering the overall services. You have to make it so that maybe you work on ladies, you have a ladies section, you have a gents section, you do barbering, you work on ladies, you have pedicure, manicure, you have, facials, you do the skin facials, you do the leg scrubs, you do the waxing, body waxing. What else? There is massaging. You can even put a sauna as well, because I see most people ask this kind of services, massage and sauna. In this way, you can make money because most Ugandans, especially women, love to look good. Okay, love to look good. Salon business, you can never go wrong as long as you do it in the right way. You plan it properly. You don't rush. Trust me, it's a very, very profitable venture in Uganda, a salon business. But if you just bumped into it without planning, with poor planning, you might end up, wasting your money, and then you will start saying that salon business is not good. No, salon business is a very profitable venture. That 100% I can approve and I testify. Okay, now I'm going to explain to you the categories of saloons. When someone tells you that I want to open up a salon, okay, first ask that person, which category of salon are you going to start? So in this book, 4 Ways of Making Money, Mr. Robert Baker included this section where he says categories of saloons. So I want us to see what are the categories of saloons. I would categorize saloons in 3 classes: ordinary, middle, and high class. Your target clientele and financial capacity should determine which class you set up. You get, guys? Looking at the categories of saloons, and it is here that I would categorize saloons in 3 classes. We have ordinary class, we have the middle class, and they have the high class as well. Those are the 3 categories. Now, your target clientele and financial capacity should determine which class you set up. That means how much funds you have, how much capital you have on hand should determine which category of a saloon you should invest in or you should venture into, because it matters. Like I've told you, you might find a saloon, it only works for gents, just doing haircuts. You find a saloon, it's just a ladies salon, it works on women. You find another saloon, it's unisex salon, it works on both women and men, all ladies and gents. Okay, guys, so the amount of capital that you have on your account, the amount of money that you have in your hand, will determine which category of saloon you're going to invest in. It's not about what you want. It's all about the money you have. What can it put out? Okay? It's all about the amount of money you want, guys. My brother is here. Yes, brother, how are you? I'm good, my brother KZ. And by the way, guys, I want to remind you, if you want to support this channel, I want to thank my brother KZ. My brother KZ joined my membership channel. He joined the channel membership. That's why you see Mr. KZ. If you see KZ in the comment section, you can see he has a star. He has a star icon. That is a special character. That is a special character, and that shows that Mr. KZ is a TM Media diehard. So he's a member. So if you feel like you want to support my channel, you want to join the channel membership, you just go to the where you see subscribe. When you click in my channel, when you're watching a video, you can see where there is subscribe. If you subscribe, you just see something like join. You click on the join button, so you'll see the selections. Maybe you can pay $2. You can see the selections there. There are like 3 selections. Whatever you can manage, guys, you can join and become a member of TM Media and business YouTube channel and become family, guys. When did you start? I didn't know you were live. No, just my brother Kate, I've just started. I've not gone that far actually. I'm dissecting through the business of saloon business. We are looking at saloon business, my brother. We are looking at saloon business. Yes, we are looking at the saloon business, and I've just actually started. I've started a bit late, like 20 minutes after 11 p.m. So you're just in time. The introduction was just a little, and I was just here talking about the different or the categories of saloon business. For those of you who want to venture into a saloon business, I'm talking about right now the categories of saloons. And I was saying that the amount of money you have determines which category of a saloon you will be able to venture into. And I stated these 3 classes as below: ordinary, middle, and high class. Okay. Leonard Nell says, do you earn money with uploading YouTube videos? Yes, my brother Nell, so far my YouTube channel is monetized, but I'm not making that much money as you think, because YouTube, the way it works, it depends on which countries, maybe USA, UK, the people who watch you and all that. But I'm not making that money from the videos. So there are other ways of earning from this platform. Let's say, like, if you join the channel membership, like I said, there is that join button. You can join. You pay using, I think, your debit card something, and they will be deducting that money monthly. And when you want to stop it, you can stop it, but you become a member. Like you see Mr. KZ in the comment section. KZ, you see that guy KZ in the comment section. He is already a member. He joined this platform. He's a member. That's why you see his name is in green color. KZ is in green, and he has that star icon next to his name. So that point him out. It actually highlights him out that he is a channel member. He is supporting the TM Media and Business YouTube channel. Yes, Jane, hello, my dear. I'm talking about a salon business, and I'm dissecting through the salon business. I want us to see, if you are to venture in salon business, what do you have to know? What do you want to start with? What are the different categories or classes of salons? We want to look into this. If you want to venture into a salon, you don't just say, I want to start a salon. Be specific. I want to start a unisex salon working on both men and women, or you want to start a ladies salon working on ladies, or you want to start a gents salon that does haircuts for men. Okay, now we are looking at the three categories or classes of salons. I've told you we have ordinary, middle, and high class. Mr. Robert Bakay says, your target clientele and financial capacity should determine which class you set up. Your amount of capital that you have will determine the class of saloon you should start. Now, in terms of capital requirements, an ordinary saloon in a moderate urban area in Uganda can cost about 5 to 10 million shillings to start. A middle class saloon about 30 to 100 millions, and a high class saloon about 100 to 200 million Uganda shillings. Have you heard? But so far, as of now, I can tell you and testify that right now, to start a moderate salon in Uganda, you might need around 8 to 12 million Ugandan shillings. That at least a starting one. Okay? And then if you want to start, that is moderate. If you want to start a middle class salon, you have to start with at least 30 millions to 100 millions. And a high class salon, 100 millions to 200 million Uganda shillings. There are male salons, female salons, and unisex salons. Like I've told you, the male salons, female salons, and unisex salons that offer services for both gender, for both of the genders, male and females. If I have 100 million Uganda shillings, is it enough to start a salon? It is very, very enough, my brother Nell. It is very, very enough, because I've ever engaged myself with someone who was starting a salon in Uganda. I saw how they started the salon, starting from renting, installing whatever, everything, those big dryers, the chairs, the wall mirrors, the designs, the interiors and all that. So 100 millions are enough to start actually a high-class salon in a good area, in a good location, because good locations in Uganda, in areas where the rich live, the rent is a bit high, okay, for the business spaces. So 100 million Uganda shillings can start a very, very profitable salon in Uganda. Now, he says here that there are male salons, female salons, and unisex salons. A male salon is cheaper to set up and run. Have you heard that? These are not my words, guys. I'm reading in the book. This book, 4 Ways of Making Money was written, the author of this book, I know this guy very well. He's a very rich man. He has money. He's very successful. He owns various businesses in Uganda, like a restaurant, a book publishing company. He has a real estate company. He deals in cars, car rental services. So this guy has done almost everything in Uganda. Mobile money, he was into mobile money. He's here and there. So most of the rich guys you see in Uganda have tried many businesses. Guys, so you need to have capital to be able to do something in Uganda. Otherwise, you might think of a solution, but still you end up needing the capital to start up a venture. He says a male salon is cheaper to set up and run. Okay? While a female one needs a lot of equipment. That is true. A male salon doesn't need that much. Just wall mirrors, the chairs, the barber chairs. Then you need also the clippers. Okay? Then the aprons. That's it. And the spirits and those sprays you put in after, shaving the guy and everything, giving him a haircut and everything. But for women, you have to buy a lot of equipment. Dryers, rollers, what and what. There are many etc. While he says, and more space and more staff. However, a unisex one maximizes sales. A unisex salon maximizes sales because, remember, you're working on both men and women. So you're getting money from the women and you're getting money from the ladies as well. Okay? Sorry, bro, I have to leave for about half an hour because I have the study. I will be back. Okay, my brother Leo, no problem. Leo, have a blessed night because, but very good men slippers are expensive. Yes, my brother KZ, but they're not that expensive actually. Let's say a good one, it might go for 250 to 300,000 Uganda shillings. That cannot even reach to $100 because $100, that would be around 370,000 Uganda shillings. But for a clipper, like the brand of Wall actually has good clippers. So a good one, they have also different types, but for a good one, 250 to 300,000 Uganda shillings. That can be maybe $60, $70 maybe. So it's not that expensive because remember, this is a business where you're going to get money, brother KZ. It's a business you're investing, you're buying this machine once. As long as you maintain it properly, it will bring back that money. Just imagine you buy the clippers, 250,000 Uganda shillings, and you charge 20,000 shillings per haircut, per head. Yes, that's what they charge in, these high-class salons. You have to pay 20,000 Uganda shillings for a haircut in those good salons. So your money can come back easily, brother KZ. Don't worry about that. Now, guys, he says, do not rush to invest before doing your research and analysis to ascertain which kind of clients are available in the area and how much they are able to pay. That is very, very important. Before you set up a salon business in an area, first do your survey, first do your analysis, and the kind of people that are living in that area will then be able to pay the amount of money that I'm going to be charging per haircut. You might set up a salon in an area where people are getting, their salaries are a bit low, okay? And they just need a haircut of at least around, like $1, and you're charging around $5. So, guys, you have to think. Because remember, you're starting this salon for the community. You're starting this salon for the people. So you have to first analyze, will these people be able to pay the amount of money, the prices that you're going to set for your services. So before you start or before you rush, first put this in your brains. Some people just rush because they are thinking of the profits. They just think of making money. Just first think of the people, because you are going to be in a service business. Okay, guys? Now we are going to look at profitability of a salon business. How do you gain from a salon business? This is what we are going to talk about right now. Profitability of a salon business. And I want to share with you what Mr. Robert Bakay put in his book, 4 Ways of Making Money. He says, the ordinary salon I started in the process of writing this book were earning a net profit of between, we are talking of net profit. Net profit, that means after deducting all the expenses, the rent, paying workers, electricity bills, water bills, whatever, garbage bills, KCCA taxes, then that is the net profit we are talking about. The ordinary salary started process, this book we're running a net profit between 200,000 and 500,000 Uganda shillings a month. Okay? If you can start a salon and at least a moderate salon, you could make 500,000 Ugandan shillings net profit monthly. And that one would not even be in a good location, I believe. A middle class salon can make 1 to 5 million shillings a month as a net profit. Imagine, a high class salon can make a net profit between 5 and 20 millions shillings monthly. That is net profit. Whereas in an ordinary salon, shaving a man's hair can cost 3,000 shillings. True, yes, a salon can cost 3,000 shillings. In a middle class salon, it raises between 5,000 and 10,000. Okay, while in class it can go up to 30,000 for the salons I researched on. My calculations indicate that out of that income, approximately 3/4 goes to costs. If in a salon shaves 30 people, charging 5,000, that brings in income of 150,000. The entrepreneur's net profit that day is about 37,000, while the remaining goes to rent, utility bills, labor rent, equipment, materials used, etc. So guys, but KZ says, but very good. Men clippers are expensive. Yes, I already actually replied that, Mr. KZ. The clippers are there, but they are affordable. Affordable, good ones. If you're going to start a high-class salon, you can buy the good ones. Mr. Bakay says here, though more costly to set up, a female salon can bring in bigger profits if you manage to beat stiff competition and attract customers. Okay, that if you start a female salon, you can bring bigger profits if you manage to beat stiff competition and attract customers. So the way, there are ways you can beat stiff competition. Okay, you can do a lot of advertising, marketing, you can be on social media platforms, you can give discounts, so all of these you have to make sure at least you fight for your place in the market. Now the greatest earning is in the labor charges. Hence, you must have very skilled workers so that you offer a good service and justify the price you charge. Most of the people just overcharge, but they don't justify the prices they actually put up. Okay, you're telling me you're going to charge me 20,000 Uganda shillings for my haircut. You have to justify me through the service that actually 20,000 Uganda shillings is worth giving to you. Okay? Now that's why you see some salons, you have a haircut, then they will wash your head, they will massage you. One lady will come and start massaging you. They will try to, they comb you, they will do some face scrub, is it? They will put some scrubbing in your face so that you can feel that the 20,000 Uganda shillings it has gone somewhere where you can see it. So guys, these are all tricks that these people use to take our money. So good customer care has to be key as well. Okay, good customer care has to be key as well in this salon business. Now, at the time of publishing this book, my study revealed that an ordinary salon charged 20,000 to 30,000 Uganda shillings as labor for braiding a client, while the medium class charged 30,000 to 60,000 and the class 100,000 to 100,000 Uganda shillings. For classy braiding styles such as dreadlocks, the minimum, a client who came with their own dreads could be charged for labor 80,000 shillings. In posh salons, it could go up to 400,000 Uganda shillings. I was told that braiding dreadlocks can be done by one hairdresser in one day. So guys, salon businesses are very profitable. They are very, very lucrative. Okay, you should have the skills in giving these services to the community, to the people who need this kind of services. Haircuts, braiding, doing dreadlocks, makeup, all those kinds of stuffs, guys. Okay, so you have to make sure you have all this kind of information. You should have the skills in salon business for you to be able to make some money. Brother Neil, you're back. You're welcome, my brother. We are still moving on. Guys. Now, the beauty with the salon. We are going to look at the beauty of a ladies' salon. What is good about a ladies' salon? That's what we are going to talk about right now. The beauty of a ladies' salon is that you not only earn from labor, but also from selling materials, accessories that women use in a salon, including braids, weaves, and creams. That's why I always prefer. Atenga, you treat them a kapata. Trim them a kapata. Jenny. It depends. If someone wants to trim them bald head, of course, you give them the akapata. Now, guys, a salon business, you want to look at the broader end of it. If you start a unisex salon, you can make some good money. Moreover, akapata for 20K. Yes, Jenny, those big salons, I've gone there before. I know they ask a lot of money. You have to pay 20K just for haircut. And in 1 week, your hair is back. So again, you go for 20K. People have to spend. They have to look good, my dear. So, Mr. Robert says here that he talks about the beauty of a salon business, okay? He talks about beauty of a ladies' salon. That what is good about a ladies' salon is that you not only earn from labor, but also earn from selling materials or accessories that women use in salon, including braids, weaves, and creams. When you stock these, you can even attract buyers from other neighboring salons, hence making more sales. So you have to act creative. You have to see in this stiff competition the other salons that you're competing with, the other salons that you're doing the same business with. What are they not doing that you can do and attract customers? That's where you bring in these accessories, start selling braids, weaves, and creams. Now, in a salon business, your success will depend upon how good and unique your service is and how many clients you attract. This will determine, this will determine your success, how unique your service is and how good your services are. To increase the profitability of a salon, you need to increase the number of clients. That is very true, because you would make more profits, relying on the customer's margin. The more clients you have, the more capital you'll be able to make. In a salon business, Hello, Twinom. How are you, my dear? How are you doing? Welcome to the day's live, and I'm dissecting through a salon business. For those of you who are interested in the salon business, I'm just dissecting through, telling you this and that, the classes of saloons. So there are actually four. Okay, there are actually four: ordinary, middle, and high class. So, and most of us in Uganda, we're in the moderate one. We were in the moderate saloon that we not saying you don't have money to spend. You can buy beard. So, guys, I'm talking about a salon business, okay? How you can venture, how you can earn from it. So we are looking at its profitability right now. How do you earn from a salon business? Now he says here that in a salon business, your success will depend upon good and unique service, good and unique, how your service is, how many clients you attract. To increase profitability, yes, Deborah, how are you doing, dear Deborah? I hope you're doing fine. To increase the profitability of a salon, you need to increase the number of clients. That is very true. Now, through a lot of advertising, like on social media platforms, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, you have to tap in for to at least to get many clients, because the more clients you have in a salon business, the more amount of money you'll make and the more successful your salon will be, because one person comes, she recommends another person if you give them that good unique service, guys. Now I will go ahead. You may not necessarily earn so much per client, but when you maximize the numbers and the salon is busy from morning to evening every day, you will make a fortune from turnover. So if you have many clients, even if you're getting $1 or $2 from one client, okay, $1, $3 or $2 from one client, but at least you're busy from morning till maybe you're closing. So on turnover of the customers, you'll be able to make some good profit. To attract bigger numbers, have good workers and ensure that there is good hygiene. Okay, guys, ensure that you have skilled workers and ensure that there is good hygiene. Provide some form of entertainment such as radio, television, and magazines. So this is very true. Get people who are well skilled in hairdressing, hair cutting, good barbers. So whenever someone comes to your salon, they get that top-notch service, which will make them come back to your salon, guys. You get my point, guys. Now, you have to make sure at least you have some entertainment also in your salon, at least a radio, at least put in a TV, have some magazines, so that people are seated while you're working on those customers who came in first. The ones who are waiting for the service cannot get bored. Have a TV there, have a radio, have some magazines they can, pretend and, try to read through. You can as well have also Wi-Fi installed in your salon. That is if your capacity allows you to, because people will be at least on Wi-Fi, and by the time they know it, they are on their phone, you're calling them to give them the service, guys. Now, train your team to offer excellent customer care. Train your team to offer excellent customer care. Saloon customers care about how they are treated as much as they care about the service they receive. When you go to a salon, of course, you want a nice haircut if you're a guy. If you're a lady, you went for a wig installation, for some braids, okay? You have to be very careful. Make sure you get people who can treat these customers very well. You might be good at doing all these services, but then you lack that, the customer care, and then you treat your clients very badly, and then maybe the first time this client comes, and that is the last time, because of the experience. Maybe it's good, the customer care wasn't that good. For ladies, it's quite tricky, but there is a lot of money from ladies. Ladies salons, there's a lot of money. Mukole njala, simaya musibo buvi, simaya mukola makeup, simaya mukola facial, simaya mukola ati. So, ladies, in a ladies salon, there is a lot of money. Now, I will continue. Like he said, to attract bigger numbers, at least get skilled workers. Okay, guys? Train your team to offer excellent customer care. Salon customers care about how they are treated. Take that into note. We care more about how we are treated. Okay? We care about more how we are treated. Now we are going to talk about the models of a salon business. Models of a salon business. There are two common models of running salon. The first one is where the entrepreneur collects money and pays the workers. That is the first model of running a salon. The entrepreneur collects and pays the workers. The second model is where the entrepreneur leases out the salon to workers who pay him or her an agreed upon amount on a daily, weekly, or a monthly basis. The second model, which is similar to what is commonly used in the transportation ventures, can easily transform the salon business into an investment whereby you receive passive income without having to work. Okay? Some people set up these salons and they hand them over. They are entrepreneurs. They start the salon. They hand it over to workers and they come to an agreement whereby the entrepreneur has to be paid every day, maybe an amount, and those workers are managing the salon. In other words, the entrepreneur starts the salon, he gets workers, he gets to pay them and everything, and then remains with whatever he makes. Now, we are going to look at before starting a salon. Okay, what should you look up to? What should you look into? How should you plan? What should you think about? So, before starting a salon, before you can enter the salon business, make sure you have passion for beauty and fashion. Yes, like I always tell you guys, before entering into a business, at least have some passion, So have some passion, creativity, that fashionista feeling, mindset. Because salon business, you have to be creative, okay? This is an emotional business. Customers support you based on how they feel after receiving your services. This is an emotional business, and it is true. It is an emotional business. Customers support you based on how beautiful they feel after receiving your services. In this business, retention of workers is very important because when they leave, they can easily walk away with all your customers since there is a personal connection between individual customers and those who work on them. That is very true. Most of the people who are working in salons, whenever they resign, whenever they are terminated because of some maybe issues regarding the workplace, usually customers tend to have that connection. Workers, you go to a salon and you feel like it is so and so who should work on you because you feel comfortable with that person. You feel beautiful when that person works on your hair. So as that person leaves, you usually want to follow that person and you'll never go back to that salon. So besides having passion and the right skills, you need to judge whether you are a people person. You have to judge yourself, okay? After having the passion and the skill, you need to judge whether you're a people person, because remember, people flock to the salons, many have different attitudes, behaviors. So you should be a people person who can tolerate any kind of drama maybe by customers. But we say customers are our bosses, so there's no exception in that. This will help you retain a good number of customers even when your workers leave. That is true. Another consideration is to ensure that you have a good location that is very clean and spacious. A good location that is very clean, spacious meaning a bit huge, big enough space. Okay, the aeration will be very good as well. So you should have proper hygiene. The place should be clean, spacious as well. Middle and high class customers, especially women, do not like being squeezed in a small place. Having a car parking space at the salon or nearby is an added advantage. Dissecting the salon business, guys, is done. I'm done with it. That's where it ends in this book. And I would love to put forward my conclusion and what really I think about the salon business. Before that, I want to thank everyone who is watching me right now, wherever you're watching me from. May the Almighty bless you. Okay, guys? Everyone is doing okay. Today, I've been dissecting the salon business, pointing out the vital informations about the salon business, what you should consider before venturing into this business. How do you profit in this business? If you want to earn from this business, what do? You have to make sure you get many clients so that you can earn from the turnover at the end of the day. I tell you guys, salon business is a good business. If you have the capital, trust me, you can make some good amount of money from the salon business, because nowadays Ugandans, mostly women, love to look good. Okay, they love to look good. They are doing facials in the face, they're doing good hair, they do, whatever is it, whatever. Pedicure. Someone tell me. Okukola enjala ye pedicure, then ezebigere ye manicure. You tell me. Yeah, hey, there is emotional judgment. Someone can make good braids but still be blamed for causing pain. Yes, you will be blamed for causing pain. Then you have to say sorry to the customer. The rule is the customer is always right in the business, because the customer is your boss. You are not the boss, my dear. You start this business, but you're not starting it for yourself. If the customers don't come, will you work on yourself? Will you make profits? So, customers are your bosses. They are our bosses. No exception about that. Okay? There is no compromise, actually. Clients, customers, whatever you want, they are our bosses, because they bring money to our businesses and we need that money. So we have to handle them very carefully. Yeah. The customer abuses you, you just say thank you, sir. Thank you, madam. Thank you, madam. Next time I will not repeat it, madam. Sorry. Oh, yeah, mamas. Guys, let me tell you something. One time, when I was working as a waiter in a certain restaurant, I was working as a waiter, and that time actually it was buffet time, okay? And that buffet at restaurant, this buffet was self-service, okay? Some buffets in some restaurants, hotels, Mr. Laughing. There are some buffets in some restaurants whereby you can maybe waiters or waitresses, they will help to serve you, okay? They'll go to the warmers and they will serve you the food. But this specific restaurant where I was working from, there was always buffet for lunch, local food. And there are people who usually who used to come to eat this buffet. Now, one day, a lady came. I think she was with her husband. So they were taking food from the warmers. Manicure for fingernails, pedicure for it. Twinomu, overdose. Okay. I'm still telling you this story about, how to handle customers. I'm telling you that customers are our bosses. A customer will come and, step on you. You just have to say, sir, I'm very sorry. You've stepped on me because my foot or my leg was supposed to be there where you stepped. Okay? So, this incident happened. I was a waiter. Now this lady, as they getting the food from the warmers, serving themselves to the plate, getting food from the warmers to the plate. Now they reached matoke. All of you know matoke, our bananas, amanyige, the one which are smashed. Okay? Remember, our matoke, they are being cooked, okay, in the banana leaves. And the person will also do the smashing with the banana leaves. Okay? So remember, these banana leaves have some small fibers, thread-like fibers that fall off from bananas. Okay? Some could be black. Okay? Some could be maybe still green. So there was a fiber that was into the matoke. Now, when this lady took matoke from the warmer onto her plate, she screamed very loudly. The restaurant was packed. Many people were there. We had 2 buffet sections in that restaurant. This lady screamed in a very loud voice. She said, "Oh, hair in my food, hair in my food, hair in my food." I said, "Hair in my food?" Then I was like, what happened? Is that a new song? Do we have a musician here? What is going on? I was there on the floor trying to get the plates which are being done and taking them to the sink guy who does the washing. I hear this lady screaming, saying that there is hair in the matoke. You can just imagine if you were a customer who already had taken this matoke onto your plate, you've eaten the matoke, and then you hear this lady screaming that there is hair. Guys, I was like, what happened? I came very fast. Then I'm looking at the plate. I'm seeing the lady has put some portion of the matoke. I'm seeing a thread-like stuff. But because I know I'm cooking, we are dealing in food, we know what can happen, okay? But in that restaurant as well, chefs, people who are working in the kitchen, they were putting on whatever hair veils and everything, hair covers. There was no chance for hair to fall into that food. Okay? And if it was a black person, I would disagree. But at the end of that day, it was not a human hair. Do you know that there is, by the way, this is just a joke, but women put on wigs. They have what they call human hair, and is it synthetic hair and human hair? Human hair is expensive. Then there is synthetic hair. Now there was synthetic hair in the food, but actually it was not hair for people. No, it was just the banana fiber. The banana leaf. When they have those things that fall off. Because remember, I've told you this matoke is cooked in this banana. So you squeeze the banana, you squeeze it, you smash it. So maybe this capi into the matoke. Now this lady was just shouting as if she was, unveiling a song. I thought there was a musician. Hey, there is a hair in my food, a hair in my food. A hair. When I came, I told her, no, this is not a hair. I looked closely. She felt embarrassed. And I was like, you are a woman, for heaven's sake. You are an African woman. Huh? Moreover, maybe she was even a Muganda. You should know very well that this is matoke. It is cooked in banana leaves. Before you even, start shouting and making your drama, making a restaurant look like a circus. First, think twice. Okay, I've seen something, but on second thought, what could this be? So guys, this should be a lesson. Before you take any first step, think twice. And by the way, if I make you angry, if I annoy you, don't act very fast. Okay? First think. Maybe Mr. Timothy was just joking. But then you just rush and beat me a bullet and I die. And later on you start blaming yourself. I killed Mr. TM. I was wrong. He was joking. So first think twice. Yes, she was just being dramatic. Huh? Maybe it was her first time to come to a restaurant. Maybe the guy, it was their first date. You know, these girls they want to pretend. They call themselves slay queens. They make these nails. Huh? Trinoma has said the nails, the fingernails, they call them manicure. So the nails, they are very long like this. They walk like this when they are walking they are like this. Ugandan women are not easy. But at the end of the day, she was embarrassed. She looked to be classy, putting on good clothes, but the way she was shouting as if she comes from, I don't know, from the ghetto. We are the Ghettonians. I represent the ghetto, but I don't act in that manner. So some people just exaggerate. So guys, always calm down, okay? Think twice before you before you do anything. No, don't kill our brother TM. No one will kill me. I'm God's property, and I'm still doing God's work in this world. So whenever God comes to know that, okay, oh, Mr. TM, your work is done in this world, then God will take me, because He's the creator. He created me. He will take me back. Okay, guys. So that's it that I had for you today, guys, about dissecting through the salon business. Another thing, Mr. KZ had asked me in the previous video. My brother KZ is a member of this YouTube channel, and I love you, my brother, so much, Mr. KZ. Thank you for supporting. Yes, you're a member of this channel. I don't take your support for granted. I appreciate you. May God bless you. And I want to answer a question. Before that live I made previously, the short one, you had asked about soap business. Now, soap business is a very wonderful venture in Uganda. Okay? If you start making soap, let it be laundry soap and bathing soap. You can make good money. The machines are readily available in Uganda. There are some people who offer actually soap making trainings in Uganda. Yes, you have to learn, because to do that process, they call it soaponification. Soaponification process is the process that you do, okay? The process of making soap. They use some chemicals, I think some fats, some colors and everything, some oils they use. So it's not that difficult. Soap is very, very good. This is a kind of business that someone can even start in their own homes. Yes, you just have space at home. You get the machine, okay? Because these chemicals, you just mix them, cook some fats and everything you mix, and then keep in some maybe you get some something that where you can keep this liquid after boiling it and mixing it, so that it cools down, and after you just do the cutting. Okay, yes. So soap, my brother, is very, very wonderful venture, but it needs to be like, you need to get training to know how to to make soap. The market is readily available in Uganda. Everyone uses soap in their daily lives. Every day we use soap. Things that we use in our daily lives make a lot of money. We use soap every day. We use cooking oil every day. We use salt every day. Okay? So that's why you see these most items. Sugar, we take tea every day. So that's why you see in the shops, these kind of commodities or items usually go out very fast because their demand is very high. Okay, the scale of demand of this kind of product is very high because these kind of items are used in our daily lives. So guys, I think to allow me to wish you a lovely blessed night. I think I might leave you now because I see the time. The time, guys. It's approaching 1 a.m. in Uganda. It's already 12 a.m. It's already midnight. So, if you are not there when I was starting this live video, you can go back and rewatch it again because it's going to be uploaded on my channel. It's going to stay there. So you can go and watch when it was starting and see what I talked about in the introduction, maybe some information that you missed that can be helpful to you guys. Okay, I thank you so much. Mr. KZ, soap, making soap, adding value to product, to agricultural produce in Uganda is also a very good venture. If you have large sums of capital, you can decide. There are many farmers, farming is the backbone. You can say agriculture is the backbone of Uganda. People grow a lot of, Irish potatoes, a lot of fruits. You can decide to add value. You make juice. You make, a lot of things. Okay? Uganda is still a virgin country in terms of exploiting new ideas because we are a growing country. You go to the USA, UK, Austria, where Germany, there is little you can do because most of the things there are done in those developed countries. You cannot put anything new. You cannot start anything new. But in Uganda, Africa, we still have a lot of opportunities if you have money, guys. That's why most of you who go abroad, of course, you just have to get a job. So you work, only job, work, homework. So the ideas are almost exhausted there. There is nothing new you're going to start. But in Uganda, people still have problems. So those problems, you find solutions for them. Then you start getting money from the solutions you have geared up, or from the solutions you have generated. Guys, bye-bye. I love you so much, all of you guys. Please, guys, if you want to support this channel, you can click on the join button. If you've already subscribed, you can see there that word join. Okay, that icon join. You click on join. You can join. Okay, you can select any amount of money you feel like you can support me with, and that will be charged from you monthly. Maybe from you use your debit credit card, and the platform is very safe. Your card details are very safe because this is Google platform, so it's controlled by Google, YouTube, everything. So it's very safe. Don't worry. Okay, guys. Thank you very much. For those of you who always want to talk to me, my number is 0701 31 3703. If you're outside Uganda, you can add +256 701 31 3703. That is if you want to contact me and ask me something, talk to me. You're welcome. Twinom says, KZ, thanks for supporting. Thanks for the information, brother. Have a great night. Yes, Mr. KZ, my brother, have a great night. Really, you're the first member to join my channel membership, and I'm really, really very humbled, and I appreciate. May the Almighty God bless you. Keep your family safe. Bless you with, enormous years, and live on this world, 700 years, and enjoy. Yes, thanks for appreciating Mr. KZ, because Mr. KZ promised me here on the platform. Yes, and by the way, I already opened up the WhatsApp group, just that I'm just waiting because I know I have to prepare people, because you have to pay money to enter the WhatsApp group. But the WhatsApp group, I've already worked on it. It's already open, and I've called it TM Media Diehards. Okay, TM Media Diehards is the WhatsApp group, and there will be benefits, of course. The t-shirts will depend, because if I say 20k t-shirts, remember I have to buy a t-shirt. I'll have to buy t-shirts, and at the same time I have to brand them. Okay, they should have a brand name here. They should put TM Media. You can maybe TM Media has, right. I think it's okay if the t-shirts, we put the word here, we put the logo, then we put TM Media Diehards, because I don't know the cost of the t-shirts. How to get good t-shirts, put brand, they have to be branded TM Media Diehard, so then you can buy them as well. Joining the WhatsApp group, it will be 50k Uganda shillings, so at least we can get members, even if they are few, so at least we can share more knowledge. We can actually, come together, collaborate, and think of issues, other ideas as well. I'll be sharing a lot of content. Okay, so guys, please, thank you very much. Trinom, the group is there. I will make a special announcement about the group. So whoever is willing to join the group, you're welcome. You pay 50,000, you join the group, then you'll be able to buy the t-shirt later. Once you enter the group, it will be mandatory for you to buy a TM Media Diehard t-shirt. Yeah. Yes, guys. And thanks for supporting Vanag. So allow me, guys, wish you a blessed night. See you. May the Almighty bless you. See you on Friday, I think. Yes, another video, live will be on Friday. I'll be on Friday. Okay, guys. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, guys. I love you all. I love you. Bye. Good night.